All right, so this is really interesting. I'm going to do a separate video for each consecutive question I asked ChatGPT. I think this is pretty interesting. Okay, I've got a lot to do today, so we're going to kind of roll through this really quickly. Also, if you want to help save my little puppy's life, she needs heart surgery, I will leave a link in the description here. But let's move on to what happened here. So I asked ChatGPT to write a 5-page white paper making a lengthy and in-depth comparison of the pros and cons of both a money-driven society and a currency-free society. Stay equitable and fair. Don't allow any bias to enter either way. This is ChatGPT's response. Introduction. It's white paper, right? Okay. Money has been a central aspect of human civilization for thousands of years, and its use has been essential in facilitating trade, commerce, and economic growth. However, there are also arguments for a society without money, where goods and services are exchanged based on need rather than economic power. In this white paper, we will compare the pros and cons of both a money-driven society and a currency-free society, while staying equitable and fair and not allowing any bias to enter either way. Good use of words there, buddy. All right. So, pros and cons of a money-driven society. Pros. Facilitates trade and commerce. The use of money allows for the efficient exchange of goods and services, which facilitates trade and commerce. This in turn leads to economic growth and development as businesses can expand and invest in new technologies and infrastructure. 2. Encourages innovation. The pursuit of profit in a money-driven society encourages innovation and the development of new technologies and products. Businesses are incentivized to create new goods and services that are in demand, which can lead to improvements in people's lives and the advancement of society as a whole. 3. Allows for investment. Money allows individuals and businesses to invest in new ventures and projects, which can lead to economic growth and development. This can create jobs and opportunities for people, which can have a positive impact on their standard of living. Okay, cons. Creates inequality. 1. In a money-driven society, those with more money have more power and influence, which can lead to a concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few. This can create a system of structural inequality where some people are disadvantaged. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Where some people are disadvantaged based on their economic status. Here, let me see if I can fix this window really quick. I wonder if that's going to help. Here. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. All right. This can create a system of structural inequality where some people have disadvantages, where some people are disadvantaged based on their economic status. Con number 2. Encourages exploitation. The pursuit of profit can be encouraged. Sorry. That's stupid freaking thing. 1 second. I apologize. Let's get this. Let's get this fixed really quickly. Clunk. Come here, guy. Clunk. And almost there. That's good enough. Okay. Encourages exploitation. The pursuit of profit can encourage businesses to exploit workers, natural resources, and communities. Companies may prioritize profit over sustainability and social responsibility, which can lead to environmental degradation and social unrest. 3. Fosters consumerism. Interesting. In a money-driven society, people are encouraged to consume more goods and services, often leading to a culture of consumerism. This can lead to overconsumption and waste, which can have negative environmental and social impacts. Pros and cons of a currency-free society. Pros. 1. Reduces inequality. In a currency-free society, goods and services are exchanged based on need rather than economic power. This can reduce the concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few and create a more equitable society. 2. Encourages cooperation. Without the incentive of profit, people are more likely to cooperate and work together towards common goals. This can lead to a sense of community and social connectedness, which can have positive, it's 111, make a wish, which can have positive social and psychological impacts. 3. Reduces waste. In a currency-free society, resources are allocated based on need rather than profit, which can reduce waste and promote sustainability. This can have positive environmental impacts and help to create a more sustainable society. Cons. 1. Can stifle innovation. Without the pursuit of profit, there may be less incentive for businesses and individuals to innovate and develop new technologies and products. This could limit economic growth and development, which could have negative impacts on people's standard of living. 2. Difficult to manage. A currency-free society would require a complex system of resource allocation and distribution. Without the use of money, it would be difficult to determine how resources should be allocated and distributed fairly, which could lead to inefficiencies and social unrest. 3. May limit choice. In a currency-free society, people may have less choice in the goods and services available to them. Without the incentive of profit, businesses may be less likely to invest in new products and services, which could limit people's choices and quality of life. Conclusion. In conclusion, both a money-driven society and a currency-free society have their pros and cons. A money, and then it just stopped, so I said, oops, ChatGPT, I think you forgot to finish the conclusion. Blah, 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 blah. So it finished it for me. I apologize for that. Here is the complete conclusion. In conclusion, what did I just do? Where did we go? All right. In conclusion, both a money-driven society and a currency-free society have their pros and cons. A money-driven society facilitates trade and commerce, encourages innovation, and allows for investment, but also creates inequality, encourages exploitation, and fosters consumerism. A currency-free society, however, in a currency-free society reduces inequality, encourages cooperation, and reduces waste, but can stifle innovation, be difficult to manage, and limit choice. It is important to recognize that both systems have their strengths and weaknesses, and the best approach is likely to be a hybrid of the two. This would involve a system that uses money for efficient trade and commerce while also prioritizing social equality, sustainability, and human well-being. Ultimately, the key to a successful society is not the presence or absence of money, but the values and priorities that guide how resources are allocated and distributed. Interesting. A machine wrote that with a very limited prompt. Let me remind you what the original prompt is. Write a 5-page white paper making a lengthy and in-depth comparison of the pros and cons of both a money-driven society and a currency-free society. Stay equitable and fair. Don't allow any bias to enter either way. I'm impressed. That's a pretty well written analysis there. Now there are, there's more to come. Just so you know, there's several more to come which follow this, and so this is going to be the next video in the sequence. Write a 5-page white paper on how the cons of a currency-free society might be overcome with the use of artificial intelligence and an integrated understanding of motivational psychology. Likewise, the next one after that is just this, but for money-driven societies. So, just wait. This gets really fascinating because we eventually get to when AGI arrives on the stage and machines gain consciousness. What conceptually would their economy look like? So stay tuned, subscribe. I will be just making, I'm going to make these all really quick in succession, but subscribe because bump, there's like 5 or 6 more of these, and they're all very fascinating. What's interesting is that I really tried to prompt ChatGPT to just, be objective, not try to, I didn't try to influence it in any one direction. So the next 4 or 5 are very fascinating. And the final one about what machines are going to use, what kind of economy, AGI or sentient machines might use, is really interesting. So, this is going to be the next one. And, I'm going to stop this one now. So just wait for the next one. And it's also pretty interesting. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.